What's the worst DA photo you've seen that somehow passed regulation? Specialist Russell Kemp took his official military ID photo on the worst possible day of his entire Army career. Russell was this normal-looking guy from Ohio. Average height, brown hair, nothing remarkable. Exactly the kind of person who blends into any crowd. Perfect for a military ID photo. The appointment was scheduled for 0900 on a Tuesday. Russell showed up early, uniform pressed, boots shined, ready to get his new ID card. His old one was expiring in a week. Problem was, Russell had made a critical mistake the night before. Tried a new protein powder his buddy Donovan had recommended. Some cheap stuff ordered online from a sketchy supplement site. Around 0800, Russell's face started feeling weird, tingly, slightly swollen. He looked in the bathroom mirror. His face was puffing up like a balloon. Allergic reaction. Not severe enough for the emergency room, but bad enough that he looked like he'd been stung by 100 bees. His eyes were getting puffy, cheeks swollen, lips twice their normal size. He called the photo office. Hey, I need to reschedule. Having an allergic reaction. Face is pretty swollen. Lady on the phone was not sympathetic. Specialist Kemp, we have a 6-week waiting list. You either come now or your ID expires and you can't access the base. Your choice. Russell panicked. Couldn't miss the appointment. His ID was his life. Access to base, access to chow hall, access to literally everything. He'd be stuck in administrative limbo for weeks without it. So he showed up looking like someone had pumped his face full of air. The photographer, this older civilian named Curtis, took one look at him and whistled. Son, you look like you fought a beehive and lost. I know. Can we just take the photo? They said I can't reschedule. Curtis shrugged. Your funeral. Regulations say the photo just needs to show your face clearly for identification. Technically, this is still your face, just puffier. The photo was catastrophic. Russell's face looked like a balloon with features drawn on it. Eyes barely visible through the swelling. Lips so puffy they didn't look human. Cheeks stretched tight. But Curtis was right about regulations. The photo met the technical requirements. Face forward, neutral expression, proper lighting, correct background. It was identifiable as Russell, even if he looked like he'd been inflated with a bicycle pump. This is gonna be your official photo for the next 4 years, Curtis warned. You sure you don't want to wait? Can't. ID expires in 6 days. Just print it. The swelling went down completely within 48 hours. Russell looked normal again, but his ID photo remained a testament to that terrible Tuesday morning. First time he showed it at the gate, the security guard did a double take. Looked at the photo, looked at Russell, looked back at the photo. This is really you? Allergic reaction the day I took it. Looks like you got attacked by angry bees or something. That became the standard response. Every gate guard, every person checking his ID would make some comment. Russell must have heard 50 different variations of what happened to your face in the first month alone. The real problem started when he went on leave. Tried to board a military flight using his ID. TSA agent took one look at the photo and pulled him aside. Sir, this doesn't look like you. I had an allergic reaction when the photo was taken. Look at my features. Same nose, same jawline, same ears. It's me, just swollen. Took 20 minutes of verification before they let him through. He nearly missed his flight. Happened again at the hospital when he went for a routine checkup. Receptionist refused to believe the ID was real. Called the MPs to verify it wasn't fake. 6 months later, Russell's squad deployed to Germany for training. Customs agent at the German airport stared at his ID for a full minute. You are looking very different now than in photograph. Allergic reaction? Long story. This photograph? It is approved by your military? Apparently, the German agent called his supervisor. They had a conversation in German that Russell couldn't understand. Finally stamped his passport and waved him through, both of them looking confused. But the legendary moment came during a formal inspection. Brigade commander visiting the base, checking IDs randomly to test security procedures. Russell's company was in formation. Commander walks up, asks to see his ID. Russell hands it over, already knowing what's coming. The commander looks at the photo. His expression goes from serious to confused to trying desperately not to laugh. Fails completely. Starts cracking up right there in formation. What in God's name happened to you in this photo, specialist? Allergic reaction to protein powder the morning of my appointment, sir. Couldn't reschedule. The commander shows the ID to his aide. The aide loses it too. Soon half the command staff is gathered around looking at balloon face Russell on this official military identification card. And this past regulation inspection? The commander asked Curtis, who happened to be nearby for the ceremony. Met all technical requirements, sir. Face visible, proper lighting, correct dimensions. Never said the soldier had to look good, just identifiable. The commander was still chuckling. Kemp, this is simultaneously the worst and most memorable military ID photo I've seen in 30 years of service. Congratulations. Story spread like wildfire. Within a week, soldiers from other units were specifically asking to see Russell's ID. He became a minor celebrity on base. Some lieutenant even used it as a training example in a briefing about following regulations to the letter versus the spirit. Technically correct, but hilariously wrong was his exact phrase. Russell tried 3 times to get it replaced early. Each time the regulations were clear. No replacement without loss, damage, or expiration. His face being temporarily swollen during the original photo didn't qualify. 4 years later, he finally got to retake it. Normal face, normal photo, completely boring. The photographer, same guy Curtis, seemed almost disappointed. End of an era, Curtis said. That photo became legendary around here. People still bring it up. Here's the kicker though. 6 months after Russell got his normal replacement ID, the Army updated its photo regulations. New rules specifically stated that soldiers showing signs of obvious medical conditions, including allergic reactions or facial swelling, must reschedule their photo appointments. They literally created a new regulation because of Russell's balloon face ID. The rule is officially called the Kemp Clause in the informal training materials, though it has some boring official title in the actual regulations. Russell kept the old ID as a souvenir, framed it on his wall at home with a little plaque reading "The face that changed Army regulations." His kids think it's hilarious. Still gets recognized occasionally by soldiers who were stationed with him during the balloon face era. They'll spot him do a double take and say, "Wait, are you the guy with the swollen face ID photo?" Every single time Russell just nods and says, "Never trust cheap protein powder from the internet."